Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane is curious to hear out Manchester United before making a decision on his future. According to The Athletic, Tottenham Hotspur striker Harry Kane is said to be curious about what Manchester United have to say regarding a potential summer move before making a decision on his future in North London. The Englishman is in hot form at the moment, bursting into life under new manager Antonio Conte since the beginning of the new year. The Italian head coach has helped rediscover his form after the forward started poorly in the early stages of the campaign when Nuno Espirito Santo was in charge of the side. Kane was last seen running the show for Spurs in their 5-2 win over Newcastle United, with the player dropping deep to create opportunities for his teammates as they put 4 goals past the Magpies in the second half alone. He proved against Eddie Howe's team that he was not just an effective goal scorer, but also a fantastic playmaker as he teed up teammate Matt Doherty for a brilliant header to give his side the lead in the second period of the game. United's own struggles in front of goal this season make it certain that they want him in the summer. The England captain is said to be curious to hear them out and see if they have anything attractive to offer him that would convince him to swap North London for Manchester ahead of the new campaign. The 28-year-old has not committed his long-term future to Tottenham and has another 2 years left on his contract deal after the current season. However, Spurs chairman Daniel Levy is unlikely to sell Kane to a domestic rival, given that it would signal to Conte that the Spurs were not interested in competing next term. It remains to be seen if the Red Devils will make a move for Harry Kane. Chelsea in best position to beat Manchester United in the transfer race for Monaco midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni. According to Spanish outlet Sport, as per Sport Witness, Chelsea are said to be leading the race to sign Monaco midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni, providing a big blow to Manchester United, who were eyeing him for a summer move. United are looking to improve their midfield ahead of the new season, given how poorly their current option in the middle of the pitch have performed this term, proving to be a weak link for the team. They have neither been able to complement the attack nor shield the defense effectively. Interim manager Ralf Rangnick has preferred to use double pivot with Scott McTominay and Fred, but the pair have been underwhelming when played together and have not proven that they can take their game to the next level when coming up against a stronger opposition. Other options include Paul Pogba and Nemanja Matic, but with the former running down his contract with the club and expected to depart for free in the summer, and the latter waning in his performances due to his age catching up with him, the Manchester side was looking to Tchouameni as a transfer target. However, Chelsea are said to be in the best position to sign the 22-year-old and have been tracking the Frenchman for months. Their primary obstacle in securing his services at the end of the season is down to the sanctions that have been placed on the club by the UK government, which makes them currently unable to negotiate any transfers. New owners are expected at Stamford Bridge in the near future, and any new recruits will be dependent on how much they are willing to spend in the upcoming transfer window. The Monaco star is expected to cost around £50 million, so it would be a huge investment for the club chiefs. If Chelsea's current situation continues, then we may yet hold the key to snapping the Monaco star for ourselves ahead of the new season. Napoli striker Viktor Osimha could be keen on a move to Manchester United should a credible approach be made. Speaking on Canal 8's Ne parliamo il martedì as relayed by Tutto Napoli, Antonio Giordano has hinted that Napoli star Victor Osimha could be interested in making the move to Manchester United should a concrete offer be made for the player. Other Premier League clubs such as Newcastle and Arsenal have also been diligently pursuing him. The 23-year-old has been drumming up some interest with his performances for the Italian club. The Nigerian international has bagged 15 goals and racked in 4 assists in 25 matches across all competitions for Napoli. The former Lille striker has been quite impressive of late, playing a big part in guiding Napoli to second place in Serie A at the moment. Luciano Spalletti's men sit just 1 point adrift of league leaders AC Milan, and things are set up for the perfect showdown. While a host of English clubs are interested, Giordano believes that the temptation of the Red Devils could be too good to resist for any young player. Speaking on Canal's 8, the Italian journalist said, Osimhen is followed by half the world, and it's true that Newcastle showed 100 million in January, but in my opinion, if the English club returns, the Nigerian will not go. Meanwhile, Arsenal never stopped following him, and surprisingly, Manchester United. In the personal imagination of a 23-year-old player, United are a temptation, and if the Red Devils reach certain figures, history teaches us those certain operations must be done. Otherwise, you find yourself as in the case of Alan, who was about to go to PSG and never went there. At certain figures, it's madness not to sell. The Red Devils have struggled against their opponents, and their record in front of goals has been underwhelming, to say the least. Osimhen could thus be the perfect solution, and at 23 could prove to be a long-term asset should the club manage to mold and nurture him in the proper manner. He could help add some much-needed firepower at Old Trafford if the manager is able to get the best out of him. Manchester United considering transfer move for John McGinn. According to the Telegraph, one option being considered by Man United is Aston Villa midfielder John McGinn, who could be a cheaper and more realistic alternative to another of their targets, West Ham's Declan Rice. The Scotland international has been a key player at Villa Park for some time now, with his work rate and quality making him an important part of their success, and it wouldn't be surprising to see him earn a move to a bigger club. United would do well to prize McGinn away from Villa if possible, with ex-Red Devils Luke Chadwick previously telling Cow Offside that the signing would have his approval. Chadwick said earlier, "He's got everything you'd be looking for. He is a really good player, works his socks off, you can see the passion with which he plays, he's got fantastic skills and looks like the sort of player who'd fit in the United team." Erik Ten Hag could make midfielder Ruben Neves a transfer priority should he become manager of Manchester United. According to The Sun, Erik Ten Hag will make Wolverhampton Wanderers midfielder Ruben Neves his top transfer priority should he land the managerial role at Manchester United. The Dutch manager seems to be the favourite to land the job. Ruben Neves has bagged 24 goals and recorded 12 assists in 207 matches across all competitions to date for Wolverhampton Wanderers. He has been an integral part of the Molino outfit, helping them rise from the Championship to the Premier League. He has been a sturdy presence in the middle of the park, and his ability of the ball coupled with his work rate of it could make him a great acquisition. Neves, who has majorly been deployed as a defensive midfielder, can also be employed as a central midfielder should the need arise. The Portuguese midfielder could provide healthy competition for the likes of Fred and Scott McTominay, whose performances have blown hot and cold in the last couple of seasons. These oscillations have been too close for comfort, and another midfield could help add that extra layer of sturdiness. This transfer would make even more sense should Paul Pogba depart the club at the end of this season, with PSG knocking on the door. That being said, it's necessary that the board not only appoint someone with the pedigree of Ten Hag, but also back him in the transfer window. It's believed that the FC Utrecht boss has been a fan of Neves since his early days in Porto, and thus such a transfer could help instill some belief in the Dutch professional manager that the hierarchy believes in his vision for the club. Fabrizio Romano gives Erik Ten Hag update as Manchester United board push to sign Dutchman as a new manager. According to Mark Ogden, as relied by football journalist Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, Manchester United are closing in appointing Ajax Amsterdam boss Erik Ten Hag as their next permanent manager ahead of the new season. The Dutchman has been hugely impressive in his native country, winning multiple league titles and domestic cup competitions with Ajax. This term as well, he's on course to complete a domestic double as he aims to win the Eredivisie title and the cup in the coming weeks. With the Amsterdam side currently on top of the league table, he is one of the cusp of winning a hat-trick of Eredivisie titles with Ajax, further establishing himself as one of the finest managers in Netherlands. His brilliant work in Holland has led him to become one of the leading candidates to be offered the vacant Manchester United permanent manager position, with the club looking to find the best possible option available to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As relied by Romano, the Red Devils board is pushing to appoint Ten Hag as the new head coach, with talks regarding his potential staff and the budget he will be allotted for signing new players ongoing at the minute. Although an agreement regarding his new job has not been completed yet, it's said that interim manager Ralf Rangnick has given his approval on Ten Hag taking over from him. Furthermore, the 52-year-old Ajax man is said to have had United as his priority while making a decision over his future. This is great news for United fans, who will be welcoming a manager that has vast experience when it comes to winning trophies. Ten Hag is capable of building exciting squad as well, with the Dutchman winning plaudits from around the world for leading his young Ajax side to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League in 2019. Boasting players like Frenkie de Jong, Matthias de Ligt, Donny van de Beek and Hakim Ziyech, the Ajax Academy graduates would later move on to other big clubs, and now it seems that their former manager is following their path as well. In fact, Ten Hag looks set to have a reunion with Van de Beek at Old Trafford, with the midfielder joining the Manchester side in 2020. If appointed, the incumbent Ajax coach will become the second Dutch manager to lead United after Louis van Gaal. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.